Morning. It's been a very long time since I picked up a camera and decided to say some things and try and be helpful. It's been really busy with CR marketing and Silhouette Creative, so I haven't been putting out much content on Instagram and tips and help. So I thought I'd come on and talk about. So, one of the things I keep seeing and people keep asking me to write about is finding your niche. So I work in the B2B space, and it's very common that you kind of narrow things down and you appeal to one type of audience. And in marketing, obviously, finding your audience is key to being able to target ads and things like that. But from an individual point of view, if you're a consultant or you're, I don't know, a freelancer, in the beginning, finding a niche can be really hard because you've developed no expertise. You're not an expert in your field yet. A lot of people are starting from scratch, especially with COVID. They're coming on and trying to, build their own businesses. It's really hard to differentiate yourself if you haven't done a lot in the industry yet. You haven't really decided who you cater to best. So, I mean, I know for me, my audience has changed based on my experience. Now I focus a lot on technical companies and cyber companies, and I'll talk a bit more about that in some videos to follow. But I still help agencies and predominantly lifestyle businesses with their marketing. But I didn't always have a niche, and it doesn't mean that you won't succeed if you can't find one. It just means that you're not going to be able to scale. So I think a really common misconception is you can be successful. You can earn a salary, you can earn what you want to earn without having to niche down. Where it becomes a problem is if you're solely focused on yourself and your own services, then you can't take a step back from your business if you don't find a niche. You can't you can't scale, you can't streamline things, you can't create, like a benchmark or anything like that, because everything you have is different each time. Now, when you're on your own, that's fine because you can just cater to that yourself. But when you're looking to scale up, that's when it becomes a problem. So I think if you're just starting out, you're a freelancer or you're a consultant or something like that, if you don't have a lot of experience and you don't know what you want to do yet, don't feel like a niche is going to sort of freeze you or you can't do anything because you haven't found a niche. I think for me, when I started, the most important thing was for me to get clients and to make some money and, do all those things. So start out making money, get some experience, know what you're doing, find out if this is for you. It's not for everyone. I know, I don't know the exact statistic, but I know a lot of people, quit their business or their freelancing within the first 2 years of having a business. So focus on the most important parts first and then worry about a niche. And the way you pick one of those and the way you pick the clients that you want to work with is with the experience and knowing exactly what they want. Are you the best person for that niche? Do you have the best experience? Can you cater to that? There's nothing worse than limiting yourself and you don't have the knowledge when you get a client. So a client is then when you have a niche and you say, right, I'm only going to do this one area, and you get a client and they realize you don't know the unique challenges that they're facing. You don't know, for example, the regulations. You don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know what's going on in the market. If you're not up to date with all of those, then it's going to reflect badly on you. So I think my suggestion would be to, if you have experience, use your experience to pick a niche, fine, follow that advice. If you are a consultant or someone just starting out, I think it's really important that you get the basics first, the foundation, the experience, knowing exactly what you want to do, and then worry about everything else. So, feel free to comment if you disagree, but I'm just working from my own experience. This is what I've done. So yeah, hope you have a good morning, everybody.